So, by the way, how do we see all of the coordinators in an office? That sounds like a great use for a test. Okay, let's skip this and let's go to npm run test watch. So this is going to get my my tests running. I can hit A to run all the tests, and it'll go doo-doo-doo. You'll see a few of them show up as asterisks. Those are the ones that are ignored. And there we go. We've got our tests running. What I want to do is add a little bit of a check to this test, that once I've added a coordinator, I can then query for the coordinators of the office. So it should look something like this. Const coordinators is equal to await j.query, not jQuery, but Jinaga query, starting with the office. I want to run a particular preposition. I want to search for a thing. So I use j.for, and then I supply a template. So the template function is going to come from coordinator. So I'm going to get coordinators of this office. Now that function does not yet exist. I want to go ahead and create that. So let's come in here into the coordinator class, and I create template functions as static functions within the class. Since we're in TypeScript, we can say static of office takes a coordinator. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't take a coordinator, it takes an office. And then it matches on coordinators. So we're going to return j.match, and we want to match on coordinators. So we're going to specify a template of type coordinator. So that way I've got access to all of the fields that are inside a coordinator. And the first field that I want is the type. So the coordinator type is this string right here, improving-u.coordinator. So that's the type that I'm matching against, but then that's not quite enough because that would just be all coordinators. What I really want to match on is coordinators in this office. So I'm going to pass that office parameter in as a field in this match. And so this is going to match coordinators that look like that. So it's going to look for all objects that are of type coordinator that have office equal to this object right here. So that's going to give us all of our offices. So I run that, and then I should expect coordinators length, because that comes back as an array of coordinators. I expect that to be 1. I've just added a coordinator. So let's save that, and test passes. Woohoo! All right. Now let's talk about removing a coordinator. So here I've added my office, I've added a coordinator, and then I've removed that coordinator. Now when I run this query, I should expect that length to be 0. What do you think? Is it going to pass, or is it going to fail? It failed. Let's see why. Okay, so here's the failure. Let's go ahead and expand that so we can see that a little bit better. So, oh, there's still a coordinator in the array. That's what's really going wrong. But now that we understand that, we can think through, why is it? So let's take a look at coordinator of office. And it's matching against these coordinator facts. So yeah, this coordinator fact still exists. Adding a remove coordinator fact doesn't make it not exist anymore. So what we want to do is match against these such that there's not another fact beyond that. So we'll say such that, and then here we give another template function, a function that that represents the condition of the such that. So here this takes a function that returns a condition. So that condition is the coordinator is not removed. Okay, so let's define that function right here. We're still inside of coordinator, so that's where we're going to define that. Static is not removed. This coordinator and I'm going to return, this is a conditional now, so it's not j.match. I'm not matching the facts themselves. I'm just checking to see if these facts exist or not exist. So this is j.notExists. So if there does not exist a remove coordinator, I'm matching this template. So the template is type remove coordinator type, and what other properties can we match on? Just the coordinator. Let's take a look at remove coordinator. It's just the type and the coordinator. So there we go. So does there exist a fact remove coordinator with that type, improving coordinator.remove, and this coordinator that we're looking at? If it does exist, then that means the coordinator has been removed. If it does not exist, the coordinator is not removed. We only want the coordinators such that the coordinator is not removed. So lots of predicate logic going on there, but you can kind of pop that stack and then get back to what you're really after. The coordinators who haven't been removed. Give them to me now, please. So we add that condition, and now all the tests pass. So that's because we are adding the remove coordinator. That triggers the condition that now removes the coordinator we just added from this collection, and the length is again 0. So that's how we are going to query for the coordinators of an office.